Good afternoon. It is Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Joshua Stein, Coldwell Banker Preferred, just as I do each and every Wednesday. Coming at you live, it's Wednesdays at 1. Thanks so much for joining me. It is starting to get a little chillier. I had a nice couple of days here in Philadelphia as we are coming fresh off the Eagles' stunning victory over the Minnesota Vikings in the NFC Championship game. A lot of stuff going on. Hi, Anna Pileggi. How are you? Hi, Don. How you doing? Thanks so much for joining me this afternoon. Keeping real busy. It's an absolutely gorgeous day here in the Philadelphia region. We are all still euphoric that the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. Lots of stuff going on. It's been a very busy month of January so far. So thank you to everybody who has put their trust in me to get their home sold or to help them find a home. Five houses under contract so far for the month of January. So 2018 is shaping up to be a very busy year in Philadelphia real estate. Really been busy ever since the new year turned. I have a brand new rental listing that just went up in Overbrook. This is all of the people who have gotten in touch with me since 8 o'clock last night. So dozens of people interested in that. Lots of people on the move, and lots of homes under contract. Only have one right now that's still not pending. So very exciting stuff. And one of them is one of the reasons why I wanted to, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today. And a big shout out to Joel Emery, a good buddy from college, suggested the topic for today. If you want to suggest the topic, you can always send me a message or put it in the comments here on the program or the replay on the business page. He asked me to talk about pre-listing inspections. Now, this is something that we don't run into all that often, but we really should a lot more. Thanks a lot for the like, Don. I really appreciate it. So what is a pre-listing inspection? Well, it really is just that. So in most of the time when a home buyer is going to be making a purchase, they will, after they have already reached an agreement with the seller, they will send in an inspector of their choosing that they hire, pay anywhere between $350 and $800, depending on the inspector and the scope of work, to go in and check out the house. They'll check out all the major systems, the appliances, the heating system, the cooling, the plumbing, everything that could potentially be a major issue that homeowner is going to have to tackle once they have bought the property. And at that point, they then decide if they still think the property is worth what they thought it was when they first put that offer in, or not, or if there are things that the seller needs to take care of. The purpose of a pre-listing home inspection is to simplify that process a bit. And I just had this happen. A good buddy of mine went to high school with Sean, selling his mother's home in Manayunk, Roxborough, the Manayunk-Roxborough area. And they decided the home needed a bit of work, and they knew that going in. So they decided to do their own home inspection before we put the property up for sale. So what this did for them, first off, it let them know everything that could be a potential stumbling block for any potential buyer. But it also was able to give them the ability to put that information out to all prospective buyers. So the buyer would know going in, hey, Missy, how are you? The buyer would know going in that what to expect. They knew that, and I'm not going to just kind of throwing things out there. I don't have it in front of me. They knew where the plumbing issues were. They knew where the floor was slanted. They knew what the issues with the heating system were, the age of the system. They had all of that information going in. And so when the offers came in, and we did receive multiple offers in the first couple of days on the market, when those offers came in, the buyers had already had that information. They already knew what their potential pitfalls were going to be if they moved forward. So what ended up happening is we got multiple offers that were for the true value that weren't going to be renegotiated a couple of weeks down the road. But also there were two offers that were not contingent on the results of the home inspection. So that meant that the buyer was either choosing not to do an inspection of their own and save themselves some money, or that no matter what the inspection was going to say, they weren't reserving the right to get out of the deal based on that inspection. So it gave my sellers more peace of mind. They knew that they were getting a stronger deal from the get-go. They already knew what information the buyer was going to have. So they knew there were going to be no surprises. So now we have a house that went on the market a week ago today, that was under contract by Saturday or Sunday, completely signed, sealed, and delivered. That has no inspections. It's a cash deal, no other contingencies. So in 3 weeks, when we are expected to settle, we know that there is very little that can happen between now and then. And it's all because the seller made the investment of just a couple $100 in hiring their own inspector and getting as much information out in front of the buyers as humanly possible. So I never really recommended it before, because I've always been a proponent of let's see what the buyer has said. But I've very quickly come around, and I'm now recommending it to every seller I sit in front of, that a couple of $100 now could save you thousands and thousands of dollars in negotiations down the road, and a whole lot of peace of mind, because then you know when you're getting that offer and you're thinking about accepting that offer from that buyer, that that offer is the strongest it could possibly be, and that you cannot expect any changes to be made to that offer before you get this settlement. So lots of fantastic stuff, as I said, going on out there. I think it's great information. I do strongly recommend it. If you are thinking about putting your home up for sale in 2018, then I do recommend just hire that professional. You're going to be hiring the agent to come in and give you their professional opinion of value. But you should also hire that home inspector so you know exactly what it is, what the product you are offering to the general marketplace is out there, exactly what it looks like, exactly what you're dealing with. So the buyers have no surprises, and when the buyers have no surprises, you get stronger offers that are more guaranteed to make it from contract to settlement. So that's about all I can say on the subject. And I'd be happy to, if you have any questions, if you are thinking about, I've got a number of home inspectors I could recommend to you if you're thinking about putting your home up for sale. If you are considering that, I'd love to have that conversation with you too. Inventory still remains very, very low. There's still a lot of buyers out there. There's not a lot for them to see. I'm dealing with a buyer in the Conshohocken area that had to extend her lease by a couple of months because she wants to stay here in Conchi, and there just aren't a lot of houses here. We were dealing with the same thing I've been talking about for the last couple of months. Orland, Springfield Township in general, there are a number of municipalities around where the amount of housing available just does not match the buyer demand. My good buddy Paul just got a home in Winmore under agreement very quickly for the very same reason is there's just not a lot of quality homes available. So if you are thinking about making a move here in 2018, especially in the next couple of months, you owe it to yourselves to start that conversation. I'd be happy to have it with you. Thank you to everybody so far who has liked the business page. I'm going to share this over there as well, so you'll be able to do it. If you don't already like the page, please hop over there. I'm going to start doing these broadcasts from over there again. Don't want to get in trouble with Facebook for doing too much business stuff over here on the personal side. So please go over and like the business page. Still like to get up to 200 likes. Got about a week left to do that. So your help is really appreciated. So please tell all of your friends. If you like what I'm doing, drop it in the comments. If you'd like to see more, if there's other things you'd like to see me do, shoot me an email. Till then, see you later. Bye.